And injustices. This is one of the outcomes of the International Conference of Associations of Prosecutors held in Johannesburg. The conference is aimed at helping to raise the standards for prosecutors worldwide and improving international cooperation to combat crime.
Mandela, a legal mind who worked with others such as Duma Nokwe and Oliver Tambo. In 2000, he saw it fit to address the International Conference of Prosecutors in South Africa. But challenges were different then.
His address to prosecutors in particular as people's lawyer was so inspirational that we really felt that it was more than an honor for the IAP to come back to South Africa. So they are coming back for the second time. His message basically was that prosecutors are the lawyers for the people. And interestingly enough, he remarked that he himself has been prosecuted on numerous occasions. And now he's got to understand the role of prosecutors, because he was saying, well, look, prosecutors are actually intended to do their work within the rule of law. And that was
Are they still doing that in South Africa?
Yes, look, yeah, you know, in South Africa we've got more than 3,500 prosecutors. And they are in our courts as we speak now, every day. Now, well, almost 99% of those prosecutors, I can assure you, I know them. They are doing their work within the rule of law. They are appearing in those courts, doing their normal cases.
In recent times, the South African Prosecuting Authority is facing challenges of credibility.
Prosecutors have got a professional responsibility and an ethical duty to act professionally and with integrity. So I think there's a need to keep on driving that message. I mean, many prosecutors have been prosecuting with integrity throughout. Well, you will from time to time have those that actually don't do so, and of course they have to be brought into line, you know. So, but again, I do think that it's also important for the public to actually have a very clear understanding of the role of prosecution in society. And for me, I think it will be helpful, especially for the media sometimes, to actually go and experience what happens in the courts. Now, quite often we tend to, and I'm not being critical of the media, but you see, we tend to discuss the role of the prosecutors from a sort of an uninformed idea. Probably we're not doing enough to inform the media.
The president of International Association of Prosecutors has called on member countries to pursue independence.
It is also for that very important that we work together between different countries, because we can learn about strategies, how to achieve the independence that we need. The people need to trust us, and they only trust us when they are sure that there is no undue political or otherwise influence on our decisions.
And the prosecutors have agreed to work together.
Cases that we have to work together globally, obviously terrorism, organized crime, trafficking in human beings, modern ways of slavery, horrible things that we are talking about. And one of the biggest challenges for our future probably is cybercrime, because this is already producing a lot of income for criminal organizations, and that needs to be tackled together. Corruption is always on our agenda, because this is the most dangerous thing to societies, but also for us as prosecutors, to prosecutorial organizations. For instance, if you don't pay prosecutors enough money that they can feed their families, that they can have a decent living, then they will be prone for corruption, and this is something we have to fight against.
The next host will be Argentina. Sophie Mkwena, SABC News, Johannesburg.